We're just at the end of our creative retreat in St Ives, where we were joined by 10 lovely ladies. And the retreat was based around the idea of a few things really. That is retreating from everyday life, having some rest, which is really important, play, fun, community, space, having some space in your life, being outdoors, and creativity in whatever shape or form that looked like for the women on the retreat. And the idea was to open up a little bit of time and space and quiet so we could all hear that inner voice that whispers to us about what we truly love in life and what we want to create. And we had a lot of discussions and thoughts about how we all experience inspiration and how we find our true love completely differently from one another. And I find that if you can connect to the way that you feel inspired, you can just repeat that and then you're inspired a lot more and the creativity just flows. Now for some that might be just being alone and being quiet and having peace and quiet. And for some it may be conversations. That's actually quite a big important part of this, being with like-minded creatives and discussing and thinking through these things. And for some it might be walking or swimming or having fun. A successful week on a retreat is having that space to connect to what you're truly drawn to and allowing yourself to be drawn to that. Some people spent the early mornings in the outdoor pool, which was amazing, and the sauna, quietly swimming. We had a real treat on the first day because we had some amazing warm weather for October, and we spent it in one spot on the dunes overlooking the beach without the need to go to many different locations and run around. So some people painted, some people photographed, some people wrote, and we had coffee and an outdoor lunch. But we'd started the day with a real amazing experience, which is I'd asked Joey Hoolin to come in and do a meditation for us. So we did a meditation on the edge of the dunes to the sound of the water lapping. And she did a few writing exercises, which I think helped everybody understand that we can all write. And writing, it doesn't have to be big pieces of work, essays or books or anything. It can just simply be a way of opening up your creativity, deepening your understanding of what you're photographing or painting. And it really just, if you can start thinking about writing, it just enhances and deepens the creative experience. On the second evening, I had this thought, and I just said to everybody, how does everybody feel about going for a surf lesson? And I was met with a lot of questioning faces and doubts. But as I further explained, that actually, when you do something like this, it can seem quite big. It seems like I'm never going to be able to surf. But if you take it as, well, okay, so we're just going to go and we're going to splash around in the water and have a little bit of fun on the board, and maybe you'll lie down on it and catch a wave. And then you don't need to achieve this amazing, like standing up and riding a wave. If you take it down to a level that feels manageable, achievable and fun, it's just becomes more accessible for everybody. So we ended up with 9 of us having this incredible surf lesson with some beautiful conditions and a lovely sunset with an amazing lady who taught us from Smart Surf School. So it was just one of those experiences. I mean, I knew this because I've done this before, so I know it's mindful, I know it's joyous, I know it's childlike, and it's also one of those things that I think accesses your creativity, because we are beginning to let go. We're letting go of the outcome, we're letting go of ourselves when we're just enjoying the moment. And it then becomes part of connecting to the creative self. And during the rest of the week, some of the ladies made sandtaps in the sea at St Cove. And a lovely day around the galleries in the most beautiful St Ives. The harbour, the shops, and all these places of inspiration which can be found in so many different forms. And our last day, we had a more moody day, actually, spent on the beach, which saw some people choosing to let go and to paint outdoors really expressively, and just exploring that sort of freedom and experimenting with found materials and just having a great time. And some of us experimented with long exposures on the beach and in the dunes as well. So there was a lot of art and photography happening on that last day. And Anya chose to stand in the water for quite a while and to walk along the beach and just really connect to the beach and to the sea, which is a powerful thing to do as well. So simply walking can be a great thing for thinking and connecting. So overall, there was lots of chats, there was lots of laughter, there was great connections made, and a real mixture of thoughts of creative thoughts. We all opened up a little bit and explored and had fun and created, and it was almost like artist dates meets retreat in a gentle and encouraging and supportive environment. So thank you all to those who joined us this week and took part so wholeheartedly. And we will be bringing you more of these retreats in the future. So just make sure that you are signed up to my newsletter or following me on Instagram, and you'll be hearing about more retreats shortly.